So this lab is on GPUs and CUDA programming. I gave you some in the morning. We covered about some examples on how to write programs using CUDA. So this is going to be some exercise based on that. So for this, you need to set up a GPU. You may or may not be having a GPU on your machines, but you can use Google Colab. This is a virtual platform to procure a GPU, and then you can set up the GPU there, and then install all the required libraries, and then you can write your programs there itself. Okay, so I have prepared a consolidated sheet that gives you setup instructions, and also the instruction sheet will also contain a few problems, couple of problems. So these are some basic problems itself. You can try to solve the problems based on the material that we covered in the morning session. I have also uploaded the sessions, lecture session on the Microsoft Teams. You can look at the file section, and the week 2 day 2 you can see, you will be able to find it. So for the lab session, I'm going to upload it now, the instruction sheet as well as let me see, where can I find channels. Okay, so okay, I don't know where is it. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, okay. Sorry, I lost in between. So I have posted. I don't know whether it was. Did you see? Did you hear my instructions or not?
no, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. So I think I left it. Somehow something happened in between. So just let me try to reiterate whatever I said. So this is going to be lab session on GPUs and CUDA programming. In the morning, we covered some material about theory about GPUs and how to write some simple programs. And this is going to be a lab session corresponding to that. So if you have to write CUDA programs, you need a GPU. So in your program, you may or may not be having GPU. So there is a platform called Google Colab that allows you to set up your own GPU and write simple CUDA programs, write CUDA programs at that. Okay, so for that I have prepared a detailed instruction sheet. I have uploaded this particular sheet on the channel. So I created a new channel in the Microsoft team. The name is week 2, day 2, and the channel name is GPU lab. You can see some of the instructions I posted. So the instruction sheet has some of the instruction for setting up your GPU Colab, Google Colab, as well as some simple problems on write how to write some simple Coda programs. I've given 3 problems. So based on whatever we covered last in the morning sessions. So I'll give about 15-20 minutes. First, I encourage all of you to set it up and see whether you are able to get things working or not. Then after that, we'll start about the problems. There are 3 tasks: task 1, task 2, task 3. We'll see afterwards. First, you try to set it up in 15-20 minutes and let me know if you face any problems in that. Hello, Vinay, could you hear me this time?
Yes, sir. You were audible.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you please check if they are able to access or you are, can you?
Yeah, yeah, sir. We are able to access the folder,
Okay.
the channel week 2, day 2 lab, and
Mhm.
we are able to see the two sheets what you've shared.
One
And
actually one is redundant, so
okay,
anything is fine.
okay, sir.
For your reference, I have also uploaded the lecture notes on Microsoft Teams itself. If you go to the general, the general where our regular sessions are go, the tutorial sessions go on, you can see the files over there, week 2 and day 2. You can see my slides also. I request all of you to try out and see whether you are able to set up the Google Colab or not. Also, I will not be available at 4 p.m. for the doubt clearing session. So, if you have had any doubts in the theory part, the regular lecture hours that we had, so please try to ask your queries today in this lab session itself. If you have any questions or concern with issues with the setup, you
Sir,
can. Yes.
sir, in step three of installing this CUDA,
Mm-hmm.
so I change my runtime and hardware accelerator to GPU. After this, in third step, do we have to run these commands on our terminal or on something else?
No, no, on the Jupyter notebook itself. There is a Jupyter
Jupyter.
note. It already, you open the Jupyter notebook only, right? So can you share your screen? Then I can show how to resolve it.
Should I show
Yeah,
my
share your screen. Yeah, yeah, show me your screen. What's your name? Deepak, right?
Naman?
Naman.
So we are not allowed to share.
Okay, let me see if I can make a presenter. Okay, change. So now can you try? Naman Purohit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Show me.
So sir, where I have to run these commands? I was just asking these commands.
Okay, okay. Just go to open. Uh, Welcome to Google Colab. Okay, file new notebook, new notebook.
Okay, means it is an interface for something.
Hmm. Okay, so now here you change to your runtime type and then runtime to GPU. Okay. So
Okay,
then
sir.
press connect button. Connect. This here. So on the right hand side there is a connect button. Press that. So it is trying to allocate it, connecting. It's connected. Now you have the GPU. If you want to know what GPU you are allocated, so
Uh,
I'll type some command. You can check.
okay, sir.
Okay, I put it in the chat box. You see, in the Microsoft Teams.
I need not to run these commands now.
Now you have to run these commands basically.
I have to run. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Run one by one command on you open this Jupyter notebook once again.
Uh, this
Okay,
one.
there itself you can type it. Okay, one by one command.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, and then if you press the start button, it will start executing those commands.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you can stop sharing now and try it out. If you're getting any errors, you can post it on the chat box, or you can post it on the channel. You can also unmute yourself and try to speak up. Mm, does anybody able to set it up?
Still running, sir.
It's
Okay,
still
okay,
running, sir.
okay, okay, fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me know. We can take some time, no problem. Did anyone complete step 3 or step 4?
Yeah, I finished step 4.
Step 4? Okay, so what is the version, CUDA version you are getting in step 5? There you can see the last line of the output when you see NVCC minus version.
Sir, it's still running for me, so I'm not sure.
Okay, so those who completed step 4, maybe in the step 5 you can check the what is the CUDA version you are getting.
9.2.
Okay, and
9.2.
okay, good. And also I have posted one command NVIDIA SMI. So try to execute that command and see what CPU you are getting.
GPU name persistence M.
Process persistent name. No, it should say
Persist
either Tesla T4 or something. It should show.
Tesla K80.
Ha, K80. That is the GPU name. That's the GPU device. Like you have Intel CPUs, right? So Pentium 4, Pentium 5, etc. Or like that, you have NVIDIA GPU also, depending on the version. They depending on the release that they did it, so you can get the GPU according to that. Okay, then you can try to set up this now Jupyter notebook for NVCC and then load the extension. Then you'll be able to execute some simple program also. Let me know when you have completed 7 steps.
Sir, I have small problem. So I realized that I think I was running it as a Python code, but like where exactly should I change, sir, in the Google Colab?
Hello. Who was speaking? Can you share your screen? What is the name?
My name is Surya, sir. I
Suresh.
can't share my screen, sir. I'm not it.
Yeah. So Surya Prasad or Suresh?
Surya Prasad, sir.
Okay, let me make you as a presenter, then you can show your screen. Okay, now you can share your screen and show me where you are making a.
Can you see, sir?
It's getting loaded. Okay, so you got the K80 GPU. That's good. Now see the problem is that there is a percentage CU, right, and the first line.
Yes,
So
sir.
there are two spaces. You should not have spaces there. Remove one more space after the ampersand. No, there is one more space also. So that one. Execute it. Okay,
Okay.
you are able to get it. So everybody just make sure that you are able to get the correct output. Okay, there is also one more some simple program is given. You can also try that. Just you can try copy pasting that code. Just see, make sure that it is working for you.
Yes, sir. I'll check, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in that simple program, since it's a random number, my answer can be different, right? Hello, sir.
Hello. Sorry, I lost your voice in between. Can someone who has asked some question? Can you repeat it?
Yeah, sir, I was asking that I have run the program, but since it's like passes random value, so my answer can be different from the one on the side, right?
Yes. But that is just a simple program. But now you start this first task in the instruction sheet.
Yes, sir.
Writing a simple CODA program. Okay.
Sir, in the Geeks for Geeks link, it is like a CPP program. So, what changes you have done in Colab settings?
What is DP program? I didn't
In
understand.
Google Colab, the sample CUDA programs that were given. So that are C++.
Okay, there is a Geeks for Geeks, some small program is given. So you are done with that?
With the installation and all things done, like if I try to run those programs,
Huh?
so by
Are
default,
you getting any error?
yes sir, we are getting, but I am getting
Okay,
error.
okay. Show me the error. What's your name? I can make you presenter.
Nikunj.
What's your name?
Kunj.
No, no, it was not clear.
Nikunj, Nikunj, Nikunj.
Nikunj, okay, okay. Okay, now you can share your screen.
Just a minute. Yeah, so is my screen visible?
Still getting loaded.
Is it?
So this is the same error like last someone was getting. You remove the spaces in between the first line. And then after that also, see you.
Oh, C.
Yeah, before that, just run it. You should get this. Okay, it's you're getting right. Okay, now here also you should do the same thing. Remove the spaces. There is one small issue with formatting. Just go down. You search for the kernel invocation where you are actually invoking the kernel function. Go down little bit. In the line maybe 49. You
49.
see maxi grids comma block, right? There are
Yes sir.
spaces in the right hand side, right braces in between. Remove that also. Others, please note that. Okay, so then you try to run it.
Didn't affect the output.
You should get the output. Now you try to run it. Check the output. You're getting right.
Yes.
So what?
Okay.
Can you repeat?
Show me 49, line number 49.
Just
And
this
okay, so
this
line
this
number 49, there are some
this
spaces
line.
in the right
Oh,
braces.
okay.
Greater than symbol, in between greater than symbol. Remove that, you should get it. Okay, now your at least setup is working. Then you can start writing your program. That task one I gave you in the instruction
Okay.
sheet.
Okay sir.
So that's a simple program to compute ax plus y is equal to z is equal to ax plus y. X and y are two arrays.
Sir, that random number is not generating. Means it is
Okay.
giving some.
Okay. Show me a screen.
Can you see this, sir?
Okay. Open it. Now you written this code. No. I think you didn't write it in a. You have to write everything in that box. Not here actually.
This one.
No, you're writing it somewhere else. Not here actually. There is a text box. There is a point number 10, right, in your thing. Write it there. Okay, right there. Entire copy paste that code over
It is coming there inside that. It is not coming inside, but it is coming outside.
there. What's the problem? It should not happen actually.
I will delete it.
Delete it, entire thing. You did not execute all the commands, right? Did you execute?
Yeah. I executed before it. There was a program that was
No.
running correct.
Show me the what was the earlier program, which was working fine. Are you able to get this working?
Yeah, this was working. Yeah.
This was working.
Uh,
Now try to copy and paste it once again. Let's see.
okay.
No, don't copy. Maybe is it because you're copying it like that? It is coming. Now try to copy it again. Paste it. Remove the spaces. Now try to execute it.
It is
So this is
working.
fine. Now paste it in the same way for the remaining the other program also. Uh,
Now it is copied.
mm-hmm. Now it is coming, right?
Now it is coming.
Now you'll
Okay.
get some errors because there is some. Now you should get some errors because the spacing is there in the first line.
Okay.
Okay, on the line 49 also there are some spacings. You can go to the line 49 where there is max e. No, just before that, just go. You will get some errors only. Where you are calling this maxi function. There is a while loop, while n greater than 1. Below that there is a
Yeah.
line. So you can see there's the greater than symbols. There is a
Uh,
space in between. Remove the space. Greater
great.
than symbol. There is a spaces between that. Okay. Now try to compile it and execute it. Is
Okay,
this
sir.
working now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is next thing, sir?
Yeah. So I shared the instruction sheet, right? So on
Uh,
the channel.
okay.
So I have given you 3 tasks. So you can start off with the first task.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That is to write some simple CUDA program. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, you have uploaded a Google Docs, but it says the link does not exist.
Which one? It is there, right? So you can use. Let me share it once again. See, others are able to access it. I see a lot of people are still accessing.
It is available, sir. The link is available.
Okay.
You should open with it in Google document. Then it will easily available. Link will available.
I'm also sharing the link on channels. Okay, I put the template code again on the channels also, just in case you are unable to access it for some reason. Are you able to attempt the first problem, first task? Yeah, do you have any difficulties so far?
So we are getting an invalid pointer error.
Invalid pointer error.
Yeah.
Where can you show me?
Yes.
So how do I initialize the output array?
You don't need to initialize it. You can just allocate the memory. You allocate the memory on CUDA, the
Okay,
GPU.
so if I allocate it on CUDA, I can simply pass it into the
Uh-huh.
kernel.
First copy it, copy the data.
Okay.
For the output, right? For the output, you don't
Yeah,
have to.
for the output.
For the output, you don't have to do anything. Allocate it, just that should be sufficient.
So do the host and the kernel variables have to be different names?
Yes, yes.
Sir, how do we index these arrays in the kernel? Is it using the TID?
Yes, I also in the template code I gave you, right? TID, how to compute TID, thread ID. So using that you can create it. So each thread basically is responsible for accessing one element. You can try to do it.
Okay, sir. Sir, should we be getting all zeros, like because we didn't give them any values?
No, initialize the x and y, then you should be able to get the correct value.
Okay, okay, okay.
Sir, so I got doubtful. Like when I did not initialize, I was getting zeros output, but now after initializing, I'm not getting any output.
Okay, you can show me your screen, see what the problem is. I will share you. Your name is Deepak, right?
My name is Surya, sir.
Surya, okay. Did I already give you permissions? I
Yes,
think,
sir.
yes, you can do that.
Yes, sir. I not sure what error I'm doing.
Okay,
So,
so you are trying to do this. A into x plus y, that is the compute part, okay. Now, basically, when you don't use CUDA malloc managed, CUDA malloc you use. Don't use CUDA
why,
malloc
sir? Like
managed.
managed will
Managed is
automatically.
actually for unified memory, but we don't want that right now. Just for the sake of simple
Okay, sir.
thing. If you are confident, then you can use it, but it's better you use the CUDA malloc. Okay, and then you did not copy the data from CPU to GPU, right? You have to do that also. Okay, you can try that out offline
Yes,
maybe.
yes, sir. I'll try that out.
CUDA malloc you do, CUDA mem CPY you do.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I have two errors. I can't find out what they are.
Okay, try to show the screen. What's your name?
Srinati.
Srinati. Okay. Okay. Show me. Okay, you have written this kernel part, that's correct. And then main function, you initialized n and then size x, y, z. Uh, okay, z also did you initialize? You have initialized it. You have a z also, fine. CUDA malloc you did. size is the same, and then you initialize x and y, a is equal to 10. What is this a here? A
A
into x
is
plus
the,
y, a into x plus y, that's correct. Okay.
yeah.
Now Kudam MCPY, you are copying the x from host to device, that's correct. And then compute part.
And
Okay.
then the things I declared X, Y, Z, and A over here, so I
Uh-huh.
passed that in.
Okay, okay. So now you go down, what's the error you are getting? Let me see that.
Uh,
X has already been declared in the current scope. Go to line number 23 in your code.
I can't find line numbers also, sir.
Uh, there is an option, I think.
You can go to tools settings and you'll find it.
Oh, thank you.
Like double declaration is there.
Editor.
Sure, line
There's a
numbers.
declaration like right. Allocate.
Okay, line number
23.
23.
Allocate x and y and now you should find it. Just try to execute it now. Is there any problem?
Line number
X has
23.
already been. Why is it asking for that x? It should commented, right?
Should I
It
remove
should
this
not,
comment?
just try. It should not show basically. There's some problem, I think. Somewhere the semicolon or something must have been missed also.
Okay.
Just try it out. Or you can
Line
do one
17,
thing.
I
You do one thing. Just share this. There is a share button for the. There is share button. No, on the top again. Comment, share, and then
excuse me,
some
sir.
settings.
There's a double.
Yeah.
There you try to share me. Share it with me. I'll share my email address. Okay.
Okay.
I shared my screen. I shared my email ID. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Someone else was trying to speak.
Sir, I shared it.
Okay.
Sir, every argument that we send to the kernel, should it be from the should it be on the host memory, device memory? Sorry.
Every argument that you send,
To the
then you cannot access it, right?
okay. So
Some
for the
constants
constant
on
A
from constants you
also.
can all from constant you can directly access it. It should be fine.
Okay.
So those errors were because of a double declaration.
Oh, okay, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Sir, whatever I do, I'm getting zeros on this as the output.
Same, sir.
Okay, show me your screen.
Um,
Do you have permissions or should I have to give you?
I don't think so, sir.
What's your
No, sir.
name?
Gautam.
Gautam. Okay, now check it out.
Yes, sir.
But your program is compiling, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. So I have initialized the arrays like this,
Xi equal to I, yi equal to. Okay.
and then AI gave 0.5.
Mm-hmm. And then we have compute and then, okay.
Oh,
The size of the,
I
okay.
think.
Why you got the error, right?
But even now, I'm getting zeros on this.
Okay, let's see the problem. Your CUDA is installed, right, properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was able to run this one, the GitHub Geeks for Geeks code.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. Now let's see the computation part, the key computation part.
This one, sir.
Z is equal to ax plus by. No, you can do some simple. Just do if TID. Just check what is the value you are seeing for x0 and y0. Okay. If TID is equal to 0, write some simple print statements inside the kernel
Okay, sir.
after line number 7. If TID is equal to 0, equals to 0, and then do the print of x of TID and then y of TID. Percentage D, percentage, whatever you are using. Y of TID. So just check, make sure that you are getting the correct values at least.
We are getting zeros on this, sir.
0, 0.
Yes, sir.
Is it the first line itself or there is?
No, zeros. Yeah, when TID equal to 0. This one.
Okay, are you sure that is the print? It is printing or something else?
Yes, sir. Because the commas are there only in that one, and the rest are tabs.
Oh, okay, okay. Now do one thing. Now x and y's are not correct. Try to print before put a mem cpy. Print the x and y values, right? It should give the correct result. Then you're sure that x0 and y0.
Oh,
Okay, so it's coming 0. Then it means
okay.
your
That
initialization is
must
not
be
correct.
problem.
So I have the same problem.
Yeah, so let's try to debug issues then.
But anyway, that is not indicative, sir, because I is 0, so anyway, it's giving 0 only.
Uh-huh. So your initialization, some
Even here,
problem is there.
I should probably put one or two maybe. So even
You're
into
getting
the
something.
even the kernel
Hmm.
is getting correct values only, sir.
No, no, your initialization itself is 0, 0, right? The values.
Um, Initialization is x of I is I and
You
y of
print
I is
x1, y1. X1,
yeah.
y1,
I
what is it
printed
trying to
x1
print?
y1. I
Is it
got one
correct?
zero.
Oh, okay, 1, 0 you're getting. Okay, okay.
And even here, if TID equal to 2, I have printed, and
Then you are
that
getting
I
the
got
correct result?
correct results only, sir.
Okay, now the copy may not be correct. Copy. Just
Like
you
except
have to put this. Just do one thing. I think copy is not correct. Just check it out.
no, sir. This copy is also correct only, sir,
No,
because
no,
kernel.
from GPU to CPU.
Okay, this one.
Huh. I think that is also seems to be correct. Device to host, and you are trying to do it. Could have mem CPY. That is also correct. And milliseconds. Should be correct. No, no, yeah, the destination is not correct. Destination is Z and source is DZ.
Yes, sir.
Did you get it? No, it's reversed, I think. Z and
Oh,
DZ should
okay,
be
okay, okay.
reversed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I understand. Mistake. Yes, it's working.
Working? Okay.
Yes.
And someone else also had some similar problem.
Yes, but my initialization is not correct.
Try to initialize it. First, check your values on the CPU, and if they're correct, and just see if they're getting reflected on the GPU, just to convince yourself, and then do the computation, and then see the result. Okay, at least one person is able to do it, and now you can start doing the second task, maybe. So I'll be back in couple of minutes. So please, till then, please hold on your questions. Okay, I am back, so you can ask questions if you have.
Sir, when we use malloc managed, like it will generate totally two sets of variables, like one in the host and one in the device.
Yes, yes, it has internally it has references, so you will not know it.
Oh, okay,
So
we will
you'll
not.
have memory location corresponding to CPU and CPU, and that's the transfer automatically.
Okay, sir.
So mine also worked.
Okay, good. Your name is Sri.
Shriti.
Okay, okay, good, good.
My error was that I was printing integer instead of float.
Okay, okay, fine, fine. You can try the second exercise. Also, if you have any questions on the morning lecture session, please post it, or please you can unmute and speak up. I'm not available at 4 o'clock. That's it.
Sir, these execution times they keep changing a lot whenever we run, even when we don't change any thread block and thread.
Yes, it is happens, driver initialization, etc.
Yeah,
But
so
when you run the same program and try to keep it in for loop for 3, 4 times or 10 times maybe, and take the average of it, then that may be correct.
okay,
Because every time you do it, every time initializes the CUDA driver, tries to do the
okay,
communication. So general practice is that you run the same program within a for loop and then run it and then take the average.
okay.
Sir, when I kept the start outside memcpy, it is showing 0 as the time taken. Why is that?
Start as memcpy? No, it's not clear. I'll share.
Timer start, sir.
No, no,
Start timer when I kept that out.
no, no. You share your screen. It will be more clear.
Sir. Okay, I lost the privilege. So can you
Oh,
allow me to, sir?
okay.
My name is Surya Prasad.
Surya Prasad. Okay, I made you a presenter.
Yes, sir. So
Okay, you are getting some values.
yes, sir. I'm getting the right values. So I put the start here,
Okay,
and the stop I put it here.
okay. Now, okay, what's the
I'm
problem?
getting 0 as execution time.
Execution time is 0. Just go back again. See, let's see. Record once again. It should not give you start and stop. Did you create the timer before that? Show me where the start is.
Start I just kept it here.
That is fine. And stop is below CUDA device synchronize, right?
Yes, sir. It is
CUDA
below
below
the
CUDA means
memory
yes,
where
everyone. And then, and when were you getting the right output? If you
sorry, sir.
have.
Can you repeat?
So if you are doing the timer where was initially placed, were you getting the correct output for execution time?
I was getting 0.19 proper numbers, I guess.
Proper number, but now you're not getting. When you move it to the, can you just
Now I'm
try
getting 0, sir.
now try, can you try redoing it once again, just for my information? Initially, wherever the code was, the start timer there.
Oh, okay. Not sure. Oh, okay. Okay, I think like that is some glitch, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we are coming to the end of the session, lab session. If you have any other queries, please you can send me an email also. I have posted my email address in the chat box. I can reply to your queries. So please try to solve the remaining two exercises also, two tasks. In general, if you have any questions related to GPU CUDA, you can send me an email. I'll happy to help you if I know.
Sir, like I have a small question. Like, how
Yes.
will OpenCL compare against CUDA?
Yeah, so CUDA is actually performs better when you go for GPUs, so NVIDIA GPUs, but CUDA does not is applicable for not and not for other than NVIDIA GPUs. So if you're using NVIDIA GPUs, then I prefer to use. You should prefer to use CUDA because this is more optimized.
Oh, okay. So we can't do the same optimization with OpenCL.
You can do it, but they do not actually. So CUDA and NVIDIA GPUs are both belongs to NVIDIA, right? So they know the architecture features and they try to do it accordingly. And they don't keep the open the compiler is not open source. NVIDIA
Oh,
compilers.
okay, sir.
Okay, so you don't know exactly what optimizations you are doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you then. Vinay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Vishwesh.
Yes, sir. I'll stop
Okay.
the recording.
Okay, sure.